Drunken Cock fans, this is Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, welcoming you all to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 4. Just a friendly reminder, this is an adult show. It contains adult content and heavy situations. Please be warned. If you're not an adult, now's your time to leave.
That's right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. What a week it's been. We got a lot to get into. Of course, Trump's been indicted for a record fourth time. And, yeah, some other stuff's happened. You know, there's some conspiracies. I'm celebrating 3,000 subscribers. Thanks to all the new guys, new people hopping aboard the Hickory train. I appreciate the hell out of it. And, yeah, let's celebrate. Good, right? That's welcome back. Good, right? Yeah. Whatever we're doing tonight on the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 4, Episode 16, Indictment 4, Conspiracies, celebrating 3,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who got me to this point. Did I ever think I'd have 3,000 subscribers? No. But then again, I never thought I would be a drunk magician doing reaction videos on the internet either. And also that I wouldn't be going on 4 years of running a talk show with one of my best friends. An internet talk show. Sean's here. Sean said, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, my friend. Welcome to the show, Sean. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. If you didn't hear, we're at 3,000 subs on the Hickory TDAU channel. And the others are climbing. Molasses got a couple today. He's still low. So if you're not a subscriber to Molasses, go check that out because there'll be more music videos to come. New single released today featuring myself. That's dope. I'll get into that during my section, but I'm taking time away from a good friend. Please help me welcome to the spotlight stage, my man, my boy, my comrade. Please help me welcome Mr. G.W. Foley.
Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. What is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night, 8:03 on the dot. I can confirm that right there means we're live on the YouTubes.
Woo!
Fuck yeah, buddy. Fuck yeah, buddy. So I've been fat shaming my dog lately. He gained a pound and he went from 7.6 to 8.6. And now every time I see him eat, I'm like, really, fatso? You really think you need that? Reminded me of my childhood. Chances are, yes, you did need that. Let's see. School starts back up next week. Yay.
Ooh.
I'm nervous, anxious. I got too much shit to do, and I have to plan for the future, and that's frightening, very fucking frightening. Especially with, like, here's the thought: I do this extra schooling, and then I can't find a job. You stuck doing the same shit that I was doing before. I don't want that to happen. That's my biggest fear, is that I'm going to be in thousands of dollars worth of debt doing something shitty. I don't want to do something shitty. I want to do something decent.
Profitable.
If I can survive. If I can survive and like my family's comfortable. Your cat is twice the size of my dog.
Yeah, we fat shame her all the time.
Yeah. Baby, you're pear-shaped.
I like to grab her by the pooch.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, look at the tummies.
Women don't like that.
Nope, neither does the cat.
Yeah. Done it to a woman once, and that didn't turn out well for me.
There's a great Tosh skit about that. Just walking up to women and just rubbing their belly a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't.
No, they don't like that.
No.
To be honest, most dudes don't either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I hate?
The right dude.
You know what I hate more is the titty flip. When some dude walks up and like flips your titty. It's like, oh, I should punch you for that.
We used to call that a swoop dunk. My neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know. Maybe there was like some crazy name for it, but I always just call it a titty flick because it's flicking your titty.
Yeah.
Anyways, fuck it. Let's get to the real reason why we all gather here. Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
That's right. Thank you guys for joining me. And another wild week at work. The store's getting there. It's getting there. A couple more weeks to go. I'm gonna miss the contractors. I literally had it was probably like a 8-minute conversation with one of the Honduran contractor about if he liked his miter saw or not, because he had one of the battery powered DeWalt ones. And I was like, oh man, I've always wanted one of them. And yeah, titty flick caused World War III. I mean, it's possible. People get really offended by that shit.
Yeah.
It is very, very possible. Anyways, and updates over here on MC Molasses channel. Yeah, Real Hip Hop's live.
Of course, MC Molasses. I'll be your guide tonight. I think we all know why we're all here.
It's the weekend yard work. So yeah, if you go like to hearing the song.
And he's shit. I'm moving to Florida. It's green lawn almost as much as I do. My boy, Hickory.
Becky.
Molasses, thank you for letting me be here. But it's funny talking about reels. I'm fake as most porn.
Yes, that's right. That's how I start off my verse. It's funny talking about reels because I'm fake as most porn. Sean said, "Doctor, was it a man titty? Was it a very beautiful female penis?"
As a man with man tits, I
taking it to heart, G-Dubs.
Yeah. They're encroaching on my lifestyle.
Anyways, the good news. So yeah, Sunday Fun Day is out, and then Molasses is throwing out a random one. There's going to be Wet Girl Summer coming out in a couple weeks, which is the one about the flood. And then yeah, I got to be featured on another one coming up. I'm not sure on the dates, but yeah, Boss Music is going to be coming out around Halloween. And then there'll be one he's launching called Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, I think there's 4 songs that are like finished and uploaded and ready to go. I just can't remember the dates. So Sean said, I'm seriously a supporter of Man Titty since I have the best set in town. That's why I like Lawn so much, dude. It's good it's easy to be into it when you're like the king, you know. Maybe not.
What's that have to do with man titties? I'm so confused.
If you're like the king of titties in town.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like easier to like them than being the guy that's like, oh, I have them, but they suck.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I guess.
I always felt bad for dudes that had breast cancer and had to have like one titty removed.
You'd think that, like, I wish like the insurance would just cough it up and just do both, so it doesn't look so dumb, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it's like the cheapest option. Like, yeah, we're just gonna make you look weird.
Yeah.
We're
He's
gonna
flat
fix your
now.
we're gonna fix your physical issues and give you all sorts of psychological ones. That's,
Yeah. Yeah. But you're alive. So
yeah, so there's that.
yeah.
Anyway, Sunday Fun Day's up. You want to go check that out? I had a good time doing that. The video will be out in I don't know, like 4 weeks or something. But Wet Girl Summer will be out before then. So yeah, Molasses has been on that. I've been on the work train, and yeah, I don't have a whole lot else. Let's G-Dubs, ready to get into the main part?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 4, Episode 16. And man, what a summer it has been. Almost went with no tie tonight, G-Dubs. It was close.
I almost thought about the sweatshirt, and I'm like, it's sticky. I don't want to get sticky.
It's a little tacky out. But
Yeah.
again, thank you to all the people who signed up over there. I will I pulled that up so I could actually like show it on screen and feel good about it. Yeah, right there. Hickory DAUQ, 3,000 subscribers.
Nice.
I've uploaded over 1,000 videos. That's crazy. Especially considering I'm pretty sure Hickory Plays has got like 158. So yeah, another 232 videos there.
Jesus.
Mine only has like 12 up. Yep, 12. But yeah, 10 subscribers and growing. It's going. So, but yeah, thank you everybody who got me to 3,000. That's incredible.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, I like some of my friends. So they live in the channel section.
Oh.
In my little store section. Ask me about my rabbits, decals, and shirts. I like this one. I need to update it to the new season though. Still have the season 3 one up.
How much are those going for?
He's badass. 62.
Oh shit. Like,
yeah.
I love you.
No,
You
I
know-
get it.
That's fucking expensive.
Oh no, believe me, it's not even that high a markup, which is insane. But it is completely printed like on all the fabric.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. No, I get it.
yeah. Oh, there's a membership section. I didn't even know about that. Yeah, my members only content there. There's an old Kyle Hickory stand-up set. And also the Magic Man walkout song. Community, I don't post much there except, stuff like, hey, Molasses has new stuff out. That's been pretty much it. But yeah, the lately, man, 9.8 thousand on my Oliver Anthony reaction. We got 3.6 on the Go Woke song, 6.1 on the Jason Aldean track, 6.4 on the Dre and Eminem announcement. So like, and of course I did Had today. Because have you seen that yet, G-Dubs?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's Afro Man's remix of WAP for Hard Ass Dick.
All right.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, there's some pimps in this house. There's some pimps in this house. He's a character, dude. That guy makes me happy no matter like what I'm going through, no matter what's going on. If I'm like sad, I can throw like on an Afro Man video and like 3 minutes later, I'm just like, yeah.
You don't ever think of Afro Man. Like other than like stuff with you, or like if I see him in the news, but like when I'm cruising down the street, I never think about like I should listen to some Afro Man.
Yeah, dude, it's good cruising music. I mean, it makes me want to smoke a lot, but it's
I just don't want people in Rutland to think I'm like them.
Poor Sean, 102 degrees right now. Holy shit. Surrounded by raging fires being smoked out. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw something about California getting some. It's just south, or not just south, but probably closer to you than the Canada ones were to us, and we got smoked pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it sucked to breathe a couple days. That's
Yeah,
not like a
no.
thing. That's not a thing that should be happening.
It's awful. And rainy.
Yeah, it's been wicked rainy.
Fucking
Like,
today.
Probably
Fucking today it rained.
Yeah, it's been raining almost daily.
Now, every time I'm like, oh, what's going to flood now?
Yep, that's pretty much how it goes. What? Since I brought it up, that reaction's doing super well on my channel. Let's pull up a quick article because, well, it's one of those cultural things that it was like last Friday, Timcast wouldn't shut up about it because it was like it was like a super chat about this song every like 10 minutes. Yeah, we go from parade. Country ballad about working class struggles goes viral, racking up 13 million views. And I think when we just looked recently, it was like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 16. Hot damn. Move over, Jason Aldean. Yeah, because he's like the cutting edge of right-wing culture.
Yeah.
In one controversy. Like, that's what I love about modern culture is like it completely forgets anything that happened more than 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's just
it's so frustrating.
In amnesia. Like, Sean said approximately, it's, so to speak, as the crow flies. 50 miles, so to speak, as the crow flies. But yeah, so they'd say that, and then following the controversy around the lyrics and music, like, because who cares? Jason Aldean and this guy are in like the same class at all. To be clear,
yeah,
I almost find it like it's funny that the media always like bitch about people like stereotyping, and then they go and put this guy and Jason Aldean in the same box.
Yeah,
you're just like, okay, no. Jason Aldean's like a pretty boy who got hired because he had a decent voice, and now he's the face of like a company behind him. This guy is just a guy that plays music and writes songs because he likes to.
Yeah.
He struck a nerve. Like, there's a huge difference. Like, Aldean's got a fucking giant team behind him. This guy's just like some guy from West Virginia who plays guitar. And I don't know, like the fact that it's the whole thing's funny to me. They're always like,
Jason Aldean is a hack and a grifter.
Oh yeah,
this kid's authentic.
Yeah, and I did make G-Dubs listen to the song before the show. So
it's a great song. It's very great. Like it's
not my normal jam, but it is, like it's a damn good tune.
Yeah, and people aren't going to listen to it because just because. And it, like, we have a culture issue in our country. And these people are legitimately struggling. Like, we have decimated West Virginia. Vermont is like, we're only hanging on because we have tourism. We were smart about it.
And because it's a very pretty place, so we have a lot of rich people that have moved here.
Yeah.
And they're like footing the bill.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like if it wasn't for a bunch of millionaires having moved here, this place would be insolvent pretty fast.
Yeah.
Right? We spend money on nothing. Lots of it.
Yeah. But people won't pay attention to the culture that he's from. Like, I think this is fascinating, and like the pain that he sees, like that's what I appreciate about it. Is it's not politically correct opinions to have. especially about the 5'3", 300-pound
Yep.
person buying fudge rounds or
Well,
however.
not even just them buying them, but how tax money should not be
Yeah.
funding them buying them.
Yeah, I get that, but like, and I understand the rage that feels as someone who has struggled in life. Where you're like, I'm paying my money into this, I can't get ahead, but these people are robbing a system.
Yep.
There's something to be said about that. Like, the system isn't fair. Like, the system isn't designed to help normal people out. And that's something that, like, both sides need to consider as they just go on into this, like, endless charade of, like, oh, these people are bad. Oh, these people are bad because they said this. It's fuck off.
Yep.
Like, people are starving. And people are working themselves to death doing shit for, like, the government fucking up and printing trillions of dollars and increasing inflation. Like, it's frustrating because I can't have these types of thoughts at school.
Yeah, you kind of just got to be in this with it, like, go along with the system.
Yeah.
Because this is, I mean, that's...
But, like, how do you not
center.
feel the raw energy that
So
that kid has?
John said it was written in such a way that's applicable anywhere in the world, and every single person reacted to the verse of a wish politicians would help minors, not just minors on an island somewhere. I mean, yeah, I definitely got a good chuckle the first time I heard that. And, you know, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, dude, I don't give a shit about working class. And it's nice that it's a song about how the elites are trash. Really at the core. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? The song is not left or right. It espouses no political views other than politicians suck and they've sold us out, which is a pretty universal truth as far as America goes at this point.
Yeah. But not our senators. Our senators are okay. It's everyone else's.
Our senator got kicked out of a communist. And he got kicked out of a commune because he was too fucking lazy. Yeah. Hi, I'm the senator from the socialist shithole we call Vermont. Where people will argue that there's not a single communist in the federal government. Yeah. Okay. You can pretend that that was the deal. I actually had a comment from a friend
officially
on a video earlier that was like, there's no communists in DC. And I was just like, so if you accept money from communists, is that close? Like, where's the line here? Like, secondly, I think we're using the term communist differently. I'm using it to refer to anybody who's Marxist. There is Marxists in DC.
Yeah.
But if you want to go with the communists are just hippies who want to live on a farm somewhere, no, there's none of those in DC. And if there were, we might actually, like, get something that benefits a farmer once in a while. But that's not happening. Unless they're farming too much corn that we don't need.
Well, fuck yeah. Gotta make that money.
Anyways, later on in the show, I'll share it later. I've been I had a burning desire earlier, and I was like, you know what, that song needs a cover, a pop punk cover. And so I started working on that, because why not? You know, once in a while, just got to be ridiculous and do some ridiculous shit. So we'll get into that later. But let's get into some more topics. We'll start off with a little bit of local news. There was a banned book tour from Associated Press. Books banned in other states fuel Vermont Lieutenant Governor's reading tour. Yeah, so our Lieutenant Governor, this Looney Tune, David Zuckerman, reads the books And Tango Makes Three at Bridgeside Books in Waterbury, Vermont, August 13th, as part of his banned book reading tour, which he included Where the Wild Things Are, because it was banned for a reason that has nothing to do with what people are talking about now. But what a way to conflate A banning in 1963 with a banning from 2023. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sean said, do you remember a few months ago asked what would be the spark for the big change? 17 million views in 7 days. It's kind of a change. Yeah, we'll see, man. It could very well. I have hope that we're in a cultural shift. There's been a few things lately that have kind of given me hope. And like on the flip side, there's also been things where I've been like almost completely blackpilled in the past couple of weeks. So like I don't know. I'm like in a constant sense of self reflection when it comes to like the future of the US. Because like this was happening and things were good. And then they indicted lawyers. And now I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. We'll get into that in a little bit after when we get into the whole indictment thing. But that might have been a small black pilling on I think that might be the point. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we'll get back to that. Anyways, let's talk about the banned books for a second. Say Waterbury, Vermont. On a recent Sunday afternoon, Vermont's lieutenant governor was at the local library reading a book about 2 male penguins to a crowd of nearly 24. This was not the first stop for Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman, nor would it be the last. While officials in some other states are banning or restricting certain books in schools and libraries, Zuckerman in liberal Vermont is taking a different tack, reading and discussing them at libraries and bookstores around the state, which made me wonder if he's going to like read any of the ones that people are like actually upset about, or it's just going to be like the clean fucking whitewashed version of like, you know what I mean? Like Where the Wild Things Are on his table. Like I don't see a copy of Gender Queer on there.
Yeah.
Or this book is gay, or any of the other things that have explicit photos in them or explain, you know, kink basically. But okay.
Yeah.
It did make me wonder why the gay penguins one was, because that's like pretty interesting. Like
well,
who banned that one?
You have to think the Christian conservatives don't like that idea.
No, I agree, but they also like, I don't know. It seems like I don't know. I would love to see a book of like a list of all the books that got banned. The issue is like I don't have time to go read them all.
Yeah. No. Some of them are stupid. Some of them are stupid.
And some are like very graphic.
Yeah.
And are not books per se. They're kink tutorials. But I think that's the point, right? That's why you bring out Where the Wild Things Are, is to conflate the two, so you can be like, parents who have an issue with their kids learning about eating poop as a kink that's wrong. You know, like they're conflating I don't know.
I get it. And I get what he's doing. He's making it seem more innocuous than what it is.
Yeah.
I get that. On the other hand, I don't think information should be banned.
No, I agree. But there's in this one, there's a difference between something being banned from being publicly funded in a school versus being banned. Like that shit's still available elsewhere.
Yeah.
But at a school library where you have children, like, I don't know, there's a, you know, like there's a line, right? Like
I read some fucked up books in that time.
Fair. That is fair.
I was reading Stephen King, and that was mild.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were also watching horror by that. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But which raises the question, why was the Stephen King being publicly funded for school kids?
Yeah.
Is there a Sean said, how ironic that red pill, blue pill, black pill were all brought us by Pfizer, metaphorically speaking. Of course, my comments are safe and ineffective. 100% safe and ineffective. That's right. Thank you, Sean. That was awesome. Yeah. I think the white pill is brought to you by Malice, though, not by Pfizer. Just sad. Shout out to that guy. These bans are often often target books that feature LGBTQ plus characters, talk about gender and sexuality, highlight racial disparities, or talk about difficult issues such as substance abuse and cases of police violence. Just like, okay, like at a certain point, like, should we be talking about kids at a certain age about substance abuse? Like, I don't know where that line is. To be honest, I don't know if that's the fucking school's job. Maybe you should be teaching my kids how to fucking read and do math.
In defense of schools and substance abuse and stuff like that, if your parent is using like hardcore substances and it's normalized, you need to know that that's not normal.
Okay, that's fair.
Like there's a problem going on and you're being abused.
Yep, that's fair.
So the police violence.
On the flip side, then it would be a part of the curriculum, sir. It would not be just necessarily like, yeah. It would be like should there be a copy of Train Spotting in the school library? I often think about that because I'm like, I don't know either. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Like, kids.
So
should the movie Kids be available to kids at the public library? I mean, it is about sex and relationships, and it is a warning tale. Yeah, which is why I think it would be acceptable to ban it now.
Because
it's slut shaming, right? The movie Kids is slut shaming.
Who's saying that?
Oh, it's making Telly out to be the bad guy because he's a slut.
Because he is.
I know, but it's shaming.
No. You can okay.
I'm saying it's slut shaming. That's my new official stance.
It's God, I hate you so much for that right now.
I love me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Two girls in a cup, not be in a school library. How else are my children going to learn to swallow that shit they're given?
So, I believe that there is a correct place and a correct time. That is the other issue that like hasn't been come across lately. As for Train Spotting, there was a junior high book, like written on a junior high level, called Smack. About the it was a British book, and
I remember that.
It was about these two kids who grew up on the street, got addicted to heroin, and had a baby, and like how they overcame what happened. Huh. It's a similar aspect of it showed what drugs can do, but it was in the lens of a youth.
Okay. Yep.
Kids.
So like it made it age appropriate is what you're trying
right. Kids and Train Spotting are shot through an adult lens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it's, you know, like there are certain levels of understanding growing up through the ages. So certain ages can take more graphic content than younger ages. It's about marrying that position, and that's certain kids also mature faster. So that's why I'm thinking like middle schools, some of that stuff is appropriate. Like if you think about like the 8th graders who stayed back a year, so they're 15. So their hormones are like already starting to show through. Like that final push you get like sophomore year, junior year in puberty.
Yep.
That's being pushed back. So they're still in that school, and it's the school's job to educate students.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like sexual education and kink education.
Yeah.
I mean, because kink is not like, as far as I'm concerned, it should be like, I don't know, like I feel weird because like normally I don't give a shit. Pretty libertarian dude, don't care what you do or what you do where, but I don't know, there's something about like, especially when parents don't have a say on most of this shit, because like, I mean, yeah, they could join their school board, but they're trying to like, I guess the real issue is kids, parents letting schools raise their children for them.
Yeah,
it's really ultimately what it comes down to. But
that's what society wanted. I disagree with it.
Well, yeah, it's because it's what society demanded after they forced women to work.
Yeah,
it was that was like one of those like the devil's greatest things to do. It was like, no, you're strong and empowered. You want to go to work, right? Oh, now you have to pay for daycare.
Yeah.
Now you have to.
You're not going to catch a break.
Now you have to have 2.5 incomes just to make it.
Yeah.
Instead of 1 like we used to, because we doubled our labor force. Describes the age of consent. Currently have laws surrounding this very subject. This is a radical attempt to alter the law. I mean, it is weird, dude. It is, school's like one of the few places where you can have weird sexual conversations with children and not go to jail for it.
It's
therapists,
someone,
teachers. It's fucking weird. I'm not saying that. I'm not not pointing the finger at anybody in particular. Just saying that, it's a strange, like, that's acceptable.
How was your health education in school?
Pretty matter of fact, and that's kind of what I liked, I think.
Yeah.
It was very much like, this is a penis and this is a vagina and these are all the parts inside and how they work and how they function. And I mean, they taught like the basics of like, this is what a condom looks like. You know, this is like, don't do this, like be careful doing things with the butt, and you know, like very basic, like basically don't hurt yourself or accidentally get pregnant stuff. Like it wasn't like about like, this is how you perform analingus, or like this is how you break. They didn't break out any toys. You know, there was no silicone dong passed around the class. There was no like visual representation of an actual penis entering a vagina. It was just very like, that's how it works for both like early and even in high school. It was like, because to be honest, like the class laughed too much. Like for them to actually get like past the basics, it was just like the entire class was laughing our asses off. So we're like 15, 16-year-old kids who had already learned all this shit online, so it didn't matter. Like we grew up in the age of internet. We'd already seen plenty of titties by the time we were in sex ed.
Okay, so you just said it right there. The school system was ineffective because your outside influences were already educating you on like the idea of sex.
Oh, on the cultural part, but school's not there to inform you about that. It's about to teach you like
no
of it, and to make sure you don't accidentally get pregnant or become pregnant. That's like as far as I'm concerned, or spread diseases. Like that's as far as like a teacher talking about my child about fucking needs to go.
Here's the thing. The internet exploded. And these kids are now watching stepsister porn.
Oh no, totally. I mean, because I understand.
Yeah, like so.
I don't know why it just seems to be all the hot chicks end up there.
Right. So, they need to know how not to fuck shit up. Like the same, like the sexual education is simply falling behind what the kids already know.
Well, it always has been,
And the kids are doing it stupidly. So they're trying to get to them so they can live their lives in a safe manner.
Okay. So really the issue is like the sexualization of children in our society.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
I can fully agree with that, my friend. Anyways, let's get into ridiculous news. People are upset about this sweet clip we have from Twitter from Citizen Free Press. Sorry, X. I got to remember. I don't want to get sued. But here is a video of somebody just walking around with a gun in public in California, where I'm told firearms are illegal, unless you're a 7-figure white man. But who knows? Anyways, here we go. Apparently, people are upset about how the police handled this. And to be quite frank, after reviewing the footage before the show, GW and I are too. Let's get into it. It doesn't have any audio. I don't need to share. Oh, it does have audio. I guess he's just he's in a closed car. So
Yeah.
It's like just the narration of a dude being like, yo, chill, son. Don't you be pointing that shit around here. G-Dubs, I'm just gonna say, for someone who had a gun pointed at their head less than a second ago, they certainly avoided that car pretty quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the two are super compatible to me.
She is so fucking lucky. She is
I think
so fucking lucky.
The cop did a good job, dude. As much as I don't like cops. He hit it right. You know what I mean? Like he swerved at the right time so that he didn't go run her over. It was very, let's go back and watch the replay. This is a very tactful car assault. Yep. Came from an angle, hit to make sure she moved to the side. Pretty well done. Disabled her, didn't just gun her down in public.
Yeah.
Which is what, if cops lived by the narrative, that's what would have happened. Sean said, the teacher brought into the class a condom and a banana. He told the class, I'm going to show you how to put on a condom. I brought the banana because I got an erection. Sorry, I brought the banana because I can't get an erection on an empty stomach. That's a solid joke. Thank you, Sean. But yeah, I kind of expected this to be a little, I don't know, rougher, considering how upset the internet was about this cop car hitting this chick. But no, pretty well done.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do when people are threatening to kill themselves in public? She was literally walking around like this.
Yeah. No.
I feel like they would have been justified to shoot her in the leg or the shoulder to disable that arm, but now a car works. Sometimes the easiest solution is the correct one.
Did you see the footage of that white chicken with the 2 knives getting dropped?
No.
Oh, homie. Orlando, Florida. This woman came out of the apartment and she had 2 knives, like butcher knives or chef's knives in her hands. And she sees the cops and she's like, oh, says something and just starts running and they drop her.
The knife welding woman shot, killed by Orlando police.
Yeah.
This is July 17th. Rachel Ellis fatally shot by 2 officers. Orlando police on Monday released the name of a woman who was shot and killed by officers last week after she charged them while carrying 2 knives. Can I play this on the show?
I mean,
Do they actually have any footage?
there is footage out there.
Okay, nothing there. So we will not find that. That would be,
Yeah.
we would share that on the after show, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sean said they called it the cherry pit maneuver. Oh, savage. We're going to the last one of the night before we get in the after show. Chess World bans trans women in mind-boggling new policy. Yeah, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This popped up about an hour and a half ago. The regulatory organization that governs international chess competition announced this week that transgender women would effectively be banned from playing in women's events until further notice. In an updated version of its handbook, the International Chess Foundation, known by its French acronym FIDE, or the FIDE, for those that are cool. I don't know if that's real, I just made it up. Said that the players who transitions from male to female have no right to play in official events until further decision is made. Any future decision will be based on what the organization vaguely called further analysis, and a process that could take up to 2 years. Organization vaguely called further analysis. No justification were offered for the decisions, which was reported Wednesday by the Times of London. Yosha Iglesias, a French chess coach who holds a FIDE master title and identifies as a trans woman, questioned the rule change in the series of tweets on Tuesday. I should have written some fake tweets for this too. That would have been. Can someone tell me what qualifies as an official FIDE event? Will I be allowed to play the French Championship in 3 days, the European Club Cup in September? These are good questions. I don't know. Anna Valens, a trans writer for the Mary Sue, who also challenged the news in an op-ed titled, "Oh, great, now I can't play chess because I'm trans." You can, you just have to play against the boys. Which, you are big, strong, empowered women, right? Maybe we should just make it one league. I think that's really the solution for the sports issue, G-dubs. One league. Across the board.
Sports are stupid.
I agree. But if you want to fight professionally, you should fight Matt.
Or
you want to play stupid fucking kids games professionally. It should just be open. And as far as I'm concerned, it should be drugs should be encouraged in these sports. Because I don't give two shits about the athlete's health. I just want to see people do insane things. So I'm all about like whatever pharmaceutical assistance you guys can use. Like I want more people dying on the field. That would make sports more entertaining to me. Right? And I don't think many people can argue that. Like the most popular moment of the football season last year was when a guy died on the field. I mean, he was not dead forever. He miraculously came back. And then did some weird ghost shit where nobody was sure if he was real or not for a little while, but he was. So like, you think we would extrapolate this to be like, people don't really care. They want to see the most extreme. I want every linebacker to be 500 pounds. I want tennis players to look like The Rock. You know what I mean? That's really that. If you're gonna hold my attention with sports and all this other stupid nonsense, that's what we need. And I think single level across the board, any pharmaceutical enhancements allowed. Celebrity deathmatch. Yeah, we should bring that back too. I wish I knew claymation. Or technically, I guess I wish I could sculpt because I think I could figure out claymation. Just don't know how to sculpt.
You said something.
I
You
said,
want your tennis players to look like The Rock.
yes.
I'm saying that's a wrong idea. You want them to be like more like sinewy, like Rey Mysterio. So they're fast and fly around. Just run back
Okay.
and forth.
Okay, let me.
Built for speed.
Yeah. I don't know, but I also want to see him hit a tennis ball so fast it goes like through the net. You know what I mean? Like if it accidentally clips the net, it makes a hole in it. Like that's what I like. Let's make tennis dangerous. Like the ball is coming at you fast enough that it's dangerous.
Well, faster speeds.
Trying to think about really fast big guys. Like, okay, so they all look like Brock Lesnar in his prime. Not like late Brock Lesnar after the failed moonsault, but like back in his heyday. That guy was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beast.
See,
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I'm
Last
just
one, I had to share this because Wood sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh, we should share this on the show," because he always like gives me a hard time that there's like Nazis in government and stuff, and I always give him a hard time because I'm like, yeah, there's like a whole 15 of them. They're not really that real. Calm down, it's all right. There's way bigger threats than Nazis. Clockwork Crew, formerly known as Crew 562, was founded in 2021 as roughly a dozen members, researchers say. A neo-Nazi active club counts several current and former members of the United States military as its members, The Guardian has learned, including a Lance Corporal machine gunner currently in detention and insubordination charges, and the former U.S. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant who was booted from the service for stealing large quantities of ammunition. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't like when you steal stuff from the army or military or Marines or whatever other sports team you're on. Lance Corporal Machine Gunner Muhammad Wada, and former Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Gunner Naughton. I'm telling you, dude, Muhammad sounds like a white supremacist if I ever heard one. GW.
Yeah.
Are part of Clockwork Crew, California's first, quote, active club. Okay. According to the group's own internal research records and social media posts, as well as law enforcement sources. Active clubs, white nationalists and neo-fascist fight clubs that train in combat sports, are a growing concern for U.S. law enforcement. Their recruitment among active and former members of the military underscores both the broadening appeal of its fitness-centric organizing model and the American Armed Services' persistent struggle with extremism within its ranks. So within that single sentence, they said, if you're in shape, you're probably far right. And also, our military is pretty much racist. Meanwhile, you get yelled at for not liking the women's soccer team. You get called unpatriotic. That you don't like people kneeling at the anthem on the world stage. Meanwhile, working out's far right. More at 11. The Clockwork Orange, formerly known as Crew 562, the area code for Long Beach, was founded in 2021 and counts roughly a dozen members. A whole dozen members. Oh, God. The Drunken Under Quarantine show fans are going to be a white supremacist group at some point if things keep going this way. The group has considerable overlap with other California active clubs as well as with the Golden State Skinheads, a more, quote, traditional skinhead gang, of whom some members stabbed several anti-fascist protesters at a chaotic 2016 clash outside the state capitol in Sacramento. Oh no. I'm so sad that violent extremists stabbed other violent extremists. That, my God, I'm just tore up, G-Dubs. How you feeling?
I'm
pretty emotional.
How are they connecting the overlap between the two?
If anything, if I had to guess, I'm going to say they're not. But I don't know. I haven't
The
read
group has considerable overlap with the other California action crews as well with the Golden State Skinheads. How? How is there overlap?
I don't know.
There's a
I'm
fucking
surprised-
Muslim dude.
I'm surprised they didn't say that they had overlap with like the Proud Boys too, or something like, just to like get another buzzword in there. Clockwork Crew's reach also briefly extended to Eastern Europe. Okay. Juraj Mezic, a Croatian neo-Nazi. We're going global. I wonder if he immigrated from Ukraine. He was one of the Azov guys who defected. Had an 8-person chapter in that country before being arrested in March for racist abuse of an immigrant worker. So there's a whole 8 of them over there. Terrifying, my friends. This is big, massive groups of white supremacy on the rise. Researchers say Clockwork Crew stands out because of its members' willingness to engage in public confrontations and the key role played by active duty and veterans of the armed forces. We're seeing a more aggressive, more hostile far right. Well, I mean, are you surprised? We've been seeing a more violent, more hostile far left for fucking years in this country. Are you surprised there's not like a little reciprocation? I'm not agreeing with them. I think they're both fucking idiots. The main thing for me is I see them as the same because they're both identitarian based ideologies. And that shit doesn't fly around here. I'm more of a content, less about color type guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go on to say that they're trying to create a cell based where 5 to 20 people can go out and immediate, highly aggressive posturing, and like, yeah, that's really going to work. But yeah, apparently, we should get rid of our military now.
That was a strong leap it took to make it to the skinheads. Like, that was...
Sean said 3,000 subscribers is a goal. Only takes one comment to turn this into a terrorist organization. Oh yeah, we have way higher numbers than most of these groups. Sean said, let us please use the correct terminology since this is a banana Republicans. We should be considered guerrilla fighters. Earlier today, I guess I'm a guerrilla fighter. I pinched my wife's nipple and I said, oh, I'm a guerrilla. Because one time she showed me a video and was like, when your man's laying in bed next to you and you don't want anything, and then it was like a picture of a gorilla like reaching over and he grabs the other gorilla's nipple and the other gorilla is just like, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, that's all we're gonna have for the regular show. G-Dubs, you're about ready to get on over to the after show, my friend.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us. It's been a hell of a week. 3,000 subs. Thank you guys. That's pretty incredible. And we'll be back next week for episode 17. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, Trump might turn himself in. We didn't get to that. We'll get to it a little bit in the after show. And that basically Trump's got 9 days to turn himself in. And if not, who knows what happens? Who knows how that works? Fun fact, the jail that he would most likely be booked at was featured in season 3 and 4 of 60 Days In. And apparently even certain members of the left online are complaining about how shitty of a jail this would be, and like how fucked up it would be to send a American president to a very shitty jail that everyone knows is shitty. Which raised a lot of questions as to why these parties aren't coming together to maybe improve these places. I'm not saying it should be a resort. I'm just saying it should be humane. And yeah, that's all I got. So thank you guys for joining us. This has been season 4, episode 16 of the Drunken Under Quarantine show. It's mid-August. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, Drunk Magician out. Please go follow GW at GW Foley and at Foley Kills. Find that foxy fucker over there. We'll see you guys on the after show. Until then, Drunk Magician out. Cheers.
Gabba gabba, hey, drunken cock fans. This is Hickory, the drunken underwhelming of the Drunken Under Quarantine. So, welcoming you to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 4 After Show, brought to you only on Rumble. This is a very, very, very adult show, containing a very, very adult subjects. So please, if you're not very, very adult, or pretty much a kid that's over 21, now's your time to go.